Good morning. Good morning. There's a big difference between knowing a lot and being able to activate the information when you need it. So, you have people that know a lot, so they consider themselves smart because they learned a lot, they read a lot. But what good is the information if you can't access it when you need it or you can't use it? So I just wanted to put something on your mind today, that it's all about what you use. I remember playing chess with an older guy one time, and I was using my queen a lot, for those of you who know a lot about chess, or a little bit about chess. But I wasn't using any of my other pieces. And he said, "Young man, what good are your pieces if you don't use them?" And that's the same thing with knowledge. So you can take someone who has a master's degree or a doctorate degree. They know a lot, but they don't necessarily use all of the information that they have. Whereas you might have, someone like myself who doesn't have a degree at all, but I maximize the use of the information that I have. So I've learned to be able to maximize and utilize the information that I know. And so what do you mean by that, Greg? What I mean by it is, oftentimes people learn information just to pass a test. For instance, I consider myself what some will call an autodidact. So when I'm learning information, I'm learning it because I really want to know it. And one of the ways that I've learned to be more effective in my learning is to write an essay about the things that I study. Because I've learned that when you write an essay, the information absorbs more into your frontal or your conscious mind, your usable information. It's just like some people have a large vocabulary, but they don't use it, so they lose it. And so it's all about what you use. So to be effective, you have to learn to maximize all of your arsenal. Like the old man told me when we were playing chess. He said, be able to learn how to utilize all of your pieces. Because if you don't utilize all of your pieces, then it's no need in having them. You have to maximize the use of your pieces. And so I call this active information. So active information is information that you can actively utilize at any given moment. Again, there's no need to know information if you can't use it, because it's not active. So you have to create a habit. You have to create a habit of being able to use the information. So it has to become a habitual process, because we only utilize things that are a habit. So we use language that's a habit. So oftentimes in the environment that we're in, we use language that becomes habitual with the environment, that's accepted in the environment. And so we lose what we know. And that's the same with the information. So you have to become more active in being able to absorb the information so the information becomes embedded in your nervous system so that you use it more. So again, this is called active knowledge. There's a big difference between what you know and what you use, because you can have an army of 10,000 men, but if it's just you there, you're not utilizing it, then your army is not effective. And that's the same way with your knowledge is like your army. I have a good friend. He's funny, and he really believes in using all of his money working, right? He doesn't believe in his money just sitting in the bank. So he always says that all money is at play. So again, you can take a guy who has $1 million, right? And you only have $100,000. But if you maximize the use of getting a return on all of your dollars, then your $100,000 is more powerful than the person $1 million who's just sitting in the bank. So my point here today is to maximize everything that you have. Maximize the use of your knowledge, maximize the use of your vocabulary, maximize the use of your network, and just maximize the use of your intellect. Learn to maximize everything that you have to become more effective. All right? All right. So anyway, you guys have a fantastic day, and I appreciate your time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. All right? Greg L. Thomas.